Welcome, Cancer. Let's look at the energies that will be coming your way in August. And we can just take a moment here we shuffled already, and now we can select. This is the primal energy, and that is the Knight of Swords upright. And the opportunity is the Page of Swords upright. And then we have the challenge is the Star upright. And then we have Judgment reversed. And let's go over here and we find the Four of Cups as the outcome. So as we look at the Knight of Swords as the primary energy that is coming at you this month, the Knight of Swords is the knight that moves ahead very, very quickly. He's not standing around waiting for anything to happen. He's determined. He's going after things. So perhaps you need to have some determination, and you need to take off and go in the direction as to where you want to go. Now this could be very important because you also have as the opportunity the Page of Swords. Now the Page of Swords can be a little bit difficult to deal with. He could be a little bit critical, but he also has the ability to find out the information that he really needs and cut through the bull, so to speak, if there's any of that floating around. And that it would be good because your challenge is the Star. Now, the Star represents a wonderful card. There's a lot of hope. There's a lot of beautiful energy in the Star. But if you're dreaming too much, if you're not being practical enough, like the swords are very practical, well, then you just might need a little bit more of the sword energy so that you can maybe cut through your own hopes and wishes so that you can actually get to what you really want. And that is Judgment in reverse. This is the rising energy. And so Judgment reverse means that you have to be a little bit careful, that you have to try to be very balanced, and you have to make sure that you are not making your judgments on just your hopes and wishes. So if you do that, then what's going to happen is you're going to find in your outcome the Four of Cups, and you might be missing some real opportunities because you're basing things on the past experiences, and you're not really open to the new opportunities that are coming your way on the emotional level. So do be careful with that, and maybe don't just be hopeful. Maybe, like the swords, take some action to get what you want. Cancer, you can see there's all sorts of astrological energy happening in your chart this month, so you have to be aware of what's happening. Now, the first thing we're going to talk about is that there is a full moon, and it is between your second house and your eighth house, and these are the houses that deal with your money and resources and the money and resources you share with others. So you have to balance your financial and also your intimate needs with other people. You pay your debts and support those who have supported you. Use your psychic intuition and realize that your sensuality is very strong, so make sure you control your passions or really enjoy the hell out of them. Now, the other thing that is happening is there are some more oppositions. You can see Mercury is in opposition to Pluto. Now, Mercury rules communications and commerce, so it's in the second house where you make money. So you're going to have to be careful with what kind of business deals that you're doing and how you communicate what you want and perhaps what other people want from you. You must trust but verify. There could be some manipulation going on or some false promises being made. So do be careful And this can also represent that there may be some secrets that will be revealed. Now, one of the other oppositions that's happening is down here where Mars is in your fourth house in opposition to Saturn and Neptune, and they are conjunct in your 10th house of status and career. Now, when Mars is in opposition to these two, you have to be careful, especially in your career area, of any type of fraud or deception that's going on. You must be careful not to be too conflicted about where you want to be, what you want to do, what you want to achieve, because you might just achieve some conflicts with authority figures, and that's what you don't want. People, especially authority figures, may be acting too dictatorial, and that could lead to frustration, especially Mars in opposition to Saturn. So frustration can lead to anger, and anger can lead to legal issues. So do be careful with how you are acting, both at home with your family and in your career area. Now, not all is doom and gloom, as there is a fabulous conjunction between Venus, the lesser fortune, and Jupiter, the greater fortune, and that is occurring in your first house. And you can see it in the green box there. Now, this is an aspect that promises to bring some bounty and blessings, especially when you are expressing yourself, when you are helping or nurturing other people, when you are standing out in the best ways that you can stand out as an individual. This is an aspect of generosity, and it's almost like you're going to be glowing a little bit more than everybody else around you. So there is good fortune here. There is opportunity here. The only thing that you might have to be a little bit careful with is that since both of these are very fortunate and bountiful planets, you might have to watch over indulgence, and especially things like gaining weight or being too pushy. So make sure your ego is under control and make sure you're putting your best foot forward. Thank you for watching, and thank you for listening. And if you would, I'd appreciate if you'd hit the like button under my video and share them with your friends, because it's free. And also, if you would like to order your own private psychic and spiritual reading, or natal or transit astrology chart, and the transit chart is for the year to come, you can go to my website, professorastrology.com, and you'll find a link on the top right-hand side of the website for psychic and spiritual readings. And all you have to do is hit the link, go to that page, and it'll explain how you can order your own private reading or personal astrology chart. And again, thank you for watching, and I hope you have a fabulous month.